Hello, my name is Chris Fenton. I am the owner and managing broker of LePage Pacific Rim Realty, the Fenton Group, and I'm coming to you today from my virtual office to do a segment of what we call Ask a Professional. And this is a place where we can answer questions, the most common questions we get from our clients. And the hot button topic right now is tax assessments. BC assessment just mailed everybody, all homeowners, property owners, their new tax assessments, and there has been major increases across the province in assessed value. I'm a real estate agent. I'm very much aware of how quickly the real estate market has been going up. And when I opened mine, I was shocked. Not so much because they're inaccurate, but just because it's such a jump and it's a bit shocking. So the big question is, how is this going to affect my taxes, my property taxes? And the conclusion we jumped to without thinking about it is our taxes are going to go up. And that is not necessarily the case. So I want to talk to you about how taxes are calculated and if and when yours might go up. And if you think your property assessment is too high, what you can do about it. So first things first is the assessed value. The BC assessment has a massive job. They have to come up with the value of each property in the entire province. And they can't go inside the property to do it. They don't have the workforce to do it, and they don't have the access to do it. So they have to do it in a very blanketed way. They're going to, I don't know exactly what they do, but I'm going to assume that they look at neighborhood, comparable sales that sold in that neighborhood, square footage on public record, lot size on public record, et cetera, et cetera. But they don't know what your house looks like inside, that's for sure, because they haven't been inside of it. So the BC assessments are not accurate depictions of market value. They're used for tax assessment purposes. Once they've determined that, they send you out your assessment. That doesn't mean, if it goes up, it doesn't mean your taxes are going to go up, because the next thing that happens is your municipality is going to come up with the tax rate or mill rate, which is the rate at which they're going to tax each home for each $100,000 value in assessed value. So the city council and for each community has to come up with basically what they need to raise, what the revenue is that they need to raise in taxes. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes in that, and it's certainly outside of my area of expertise. But I'm going to again assume that they're looking at what do we need to for our budget, what are our sources of revenue, how much do we need out of taxes, and then they come up with a tax rate and they apply it to, again, each $100,000 chunk of your assessed value. So if you're assessed at 500,000, you have 500 chunks of 100,000. It's going to be multiplied by the tax rate. So if the assessments go up for everybody at the same amount and your tax rate stays the same, your municipality's tax rate stays the same, then your property taxes will stay the same. You're going to have more taxes when one of two things happen. When your assessment goes up by a higher percentage than the average, or when your municipality raises their tax rates. So again, these huge jumps we're seeing in assessed value is BC's assessments trying to accurately depict as best as they can what your property is worth, but doesn't mean your property taxes are going to go up. Now, BC assessment sends us this questionnaire in the mail once in a while asking us about updates inside of our house. Think about how the process works. They're assessing everybody's property, and then again, they can't go inside. So if it's too high, there's a process, a complaint process, and an appeal process by which you can get your taxes lowered if they've put them too high. Sorry, that your property assessment lower if they've erroneously put it too high. But nobody probably ever files a complaint and says my property assessment's too low, or if they do, it's probably very, very rare. So that's what this questionnaire is. If you think about it, that's what this questionnaire is for. When you're filling it out, if you say I have a brand new kitchen and I have brand new this and I have brand new that, probably going to raise your assessment as a result. So it's a problem for them because they have this system to bring property assessments down, but it's a kind of voluntary system to take part in that questionnaire. So again, if you think that your assessed value is actually higher than your market value, you can file an appeal process, and we'll go through that in another segment on how to do that. But you can go online and Google it, and you'll find the process. You're going to want to come to that process equipped with facts that help back up the fact that you're too high. The fact that your assessment went up $100,000 or $200,000 this year doesn't necessarily mean it's too high. The market really has skyrocketed across the province. But if you're one of our clients, by all means, reach out to us and we'll help you with that process. I hope this was helpful. I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And of course, always you can reach us at 250-723-8786 if you want to chat in person. Bye for now.